To track Tropical Storm Erica. This right now, a live look across Great Bay. This is in St. Martin, where you can see the surf getting a bit stronger as the winds start to pick up there. Steve Weigel said these are the outer bands of Tropical Storm Erica. So what happens if Tropical Storm Erica impacts our weather as potentially a strong tropical storm or maybe a Category 1 hurricane even? While it may not sound very powerful to some residents, maybe even some folks who have just moved to the area, in one Palm Beach County community, they learned the hard way that you should never underestimate a storm. The Now's Katie Johnson has this story from Western Palm Beach County.
Well, I've heard a lot of people lately saying it's just a Category 1 hurricane. Tell that to the people who live here in Deer Run. On this same day, 3 years ago, they were getting poured on from Tropical Storm Isaac, so much so that people here were stuck in their home for days. This was the scene 3 years ago when Isaac dumped nearly 20 inches of water in less than 24 hours.
I remember more water than I'd ever seen around our house.
Linda Jones had only been living here for a few years when Isaac hit. When she went outside to assess the damage, she says the water nearly came up to her house.
First put on rubber boots that came up to my knee and got out and found they weren't enough.
And it took more than a week to dry up.
The automobiles were too low and the water did not recede for 10 days. I couldn't believe it.
Stuck inside her home for days, she learned a valuable lesson. Linda says she and her husband didn't prepare for the storm, never stocking up on water and food. Now she's taking Erica seriously, even if it is only a Category 1.
Do everything you're supposed to do in a hurricane, and remember, it might look like it's small, but it can be a very big deal.
That storm really brought this community together, one that centers around horses. Coming up all new at 6, hear why one woman spent thousands of dollars to protect her pets and make sure they stay safe if another storm came this way. In Loxahatchee, Katie Johnson for the Now South Florida.
Covering that story from Chopper 5. It was unbelievable pictures, as you just saw in Katie's report. Thanks.